Hey, Aim, you know what you can do better for me? Nope, but I'm sure you'll tell me. That's the topic of today's discussion. Have you noticed in some interactions that you have with people, mostly this comes from when people are trying to manipulate or get something that they want, they'll tell you ways in which you can improve on benefiting them without first taking it to self. How many times on this channel have we talked about anything that you're trying to do when you're trying to move forward, be a healthier you, especially when you're trying to project things on the other people? Have you taken them and tried to apply them to yourself first? Think about it. You not doing this? This is like you prefacing your statement of talking to somebody and saying, hey, look, I don't loan money out under any condition. Don't have it to give, don't like giving it, don't want to do it. I don't loan it out. Okay, do we have that understanding? Yeah. Do you have $5 I can borrow? That's exactly what this is. This is the prime example of what I'm talking about you being stationary, not willing to make any improvements, but then you're asking somebody else to improve. Especially when dealing with you, so you can have it better. How selfish is that? Take a moment, think about it. This is in part of the reason why people get rubbed the wrong way when people are sitting there doing this. They're pointing at this, you, what you can do better, you, and you're looking at them like they crazy. Because it's like, you got your nerve to be talking. There's a whole lot that I can request from you. You haven't made the first move. You don't seem to be doing too well yourself. Now, everything I'm saying in this video, this is not to get mistaken for constructive criticism. We've talked about that. I'm not going to even go down that road again. Look at some of my older videos from a few years back. You'll see I have specific topics regarding constructive criticism. That's not what this is. We're talking about manipulative situations, dealing with people that are trying to get more up out of you. They're being selfish, and they're trying to put a spin on it so they can make it sound like some sort of good spin on it, like it's a way for you to improve, but really a way for them to benefit. What's brought me to this topic is because I think about individuals, some of the interactions that I've had where you know that you're giving your all into this situation, and you're really putting you're going beyond putting your best foot forward. You're putting a lot more energy into it than you should be doing. And one of the reasons why you're doing it is because of the lack of what's being brought from the other side. That's one of the reasons why you're expending so much energy, because of the lack of energy that's been put into whatever it is or whoever it is that you're talking about. And as you're sitting up here going, what's another way that we can do better at this? The person comes sideways at you with something like that, telling you better ways that you can improve in dealing with them. Keep in mind, what I'm saying is you're already dealing with them at your best. You're really in a healthy spot of doing it. You're really frustrated because of the results that you're getting in the situation. You can just tell that you're either dealing with somebody who's ungrateful. They really could care less on you putting the best foot forward. It's just gimme. It feels good. I want some more. Here's how you can cater to me better. It's totally selfish and it's unacceptable. I didn't ask you on what I could do better. I'm about to stop doing. I'm not taking requests. This is part of what I meant in some of my older videos where I stated, I don't need advice on how to be a better me. I don't need advice on how to be a better, whatever the label is that I'm holding in your life at that moment. Brother, sister, brother, whatever label that you want to put up on me. Saying brother, sister. I'm talking about brother from the standpoint of speaking with a sister. I'm just listing off. You got the point of what I'm saying. I'm flustered even talking about this topic because it's annoying and it's really selfish. This is in part of how you lose out on good people in your circle. Because you think the more that you're pushing harder and harder and harder to get them to do more, and they're already doing a lot more than you're willing to recognize, or you're just so selfish that you want more, that people just cease to stop doing. You lose out on good people, good things, good situations, things pass you by, and then you're that very one that's standing on the side going, nothing ever good comes my way. What can you do better? The topics on this channel, this video is based at what you as a person can take to yourself to do better, to be a healthier you. Like I said in older videos, I hadn't said it too much lately. A healthy you is not only a healthy you for you, but it's a healthier you for the people that surround you. And that involves having healthy circle, healthy interactions. We're talking about good things here. We're not trying to ice skate backwards. How can you progress? How can you be better than your last day? How can you improve upon these interactions? Not on how you can get more out of people. That's another thing that I see. I see all too often, it doesn't matter whether it's family, friends, just random encounters, you see of how people see on how they can make other people provide more. See on how they can improve up to the situation, but they're not taking it to themselves. They're consistently pointing out, hey, yeah, you know, I feel wronged in this way, or I might not even necessarily feel wrong, so I don't really want to talk about me, but you know what you could do to make me feel better, how you could do to contribute. And then a lot of the times, too, you'll see they'll slap generic labels up on things in the sense of, you know, helping a person out. It's in your best interest to help me out, for you to do more. Dig down a little deeper. See how I can benefit more. No, you dig down deep. See how you can help yourself. I'm done with this topic. I just wanted to bring this to the attention of the viewers. So it's something that we could take up to ourselves. It could perhaps be a wake-up call when you have someone in your circle that's doing that, to see on, okay, is this constructive? From the way that I laid it out in this video, the way that I presented it to you, it's a big chance that it's not constructive. It's a pretty big chance that you're dealing with somebody who's being manipulative, and they're just wanting to see how much more they can get up out of you. Because those aren't how interactions go. When you're being healthy, you know what? I don't think there's ever been a conversation that I've just had with the person. Not from my standpoint, unless it's been brought up in the way of what we're talking about now, where it's really been laid out on the table. They're trying to read me my rights on how I can do better. And now we're having a conversation like we're doing in this video. It's never been something that I've just brought up. Because if there's something that's unhealthy that's going on, or I see some unhealthy behaviors, yeah, we may have a conversation in regards to what that is that may be occurring. Trying to address that. Or if the roots don't run deep enough for the interaction that we have with one another, the relationship label, then I'll just move on. Because I don't even have to waste my breath in doing that. So there's no need in me kind of going down that path of saying that. But as far as me being on the receiving end of saying, hey, yeah, you know, I'm just giving you an example. This is how I would have to accept it. I mean, this is how I would have to present it from the way that I'm giving it to you in this video. A person giving me something is just like, yeah, that's good. And I'm appreciative. I don't mean to sound unappreciative, but can you do a little bit more? It really would benefit me better. Could you do a little bit more? Just a little bit harder. I honestly, and I don't get embarrassed off many things, I would be embarrassed to ask that. And I'm not putting out in any regard, any way on this relationship. And it doesn't have to just be a relationship like an intimate relationship. I'm just talking about in any regard. I'm not putting anything out, and I'm asking you to do more. I take it to myself to see how I can contribute. A lot of times we forget that leading by example is exactly that. It's leading by example. Sometimes you don't even have to have conversations. Just because of the way that you carry yourself and the way that you interact, you may bring the best out of people. You may make people want to do more. That's what love is about. Love will make you want to do more. When you're having a loving nature about yourself, your interactions, just being healthy, love breeds love. It makes you want to do more without a person asking. Okay, say for instance, there's something that's lacking. Maybe it's a few things that the person isn't seeing. That's what I was talking about earlier in the video when I said, hey, we can have a conversation on this. But that's still you actively working towards something. We're talking about strictly one-sided relationships. And they're telling you on how you can do more. It's like playing a tennis match by yourself. You're throwing the ball up, you're hitting it over the net, you're racing over to the other side of the net to hit the ball back, and then you're racing back over it, even though we know that that's not possible. But it's like playing that game with a person. And then the person that you're supposed to be playing the game with, whatever interaction it is, they're sitting up here telling, you can get a little bit less, balls out on that outline. What? I don't know nothing about that. I don't know anything about tennis. You could do a little bit better if you picked up your speed. Maybe. If you were to take up some track or maybe a train with somebody who, was really good at, increasing your speed, you could get back down there to hit that ball back over the rope, the net a little swifter. No, I don't need that. I need you to hit the ball when I throw it to you. You can't do that? Get off the court. I want another player. I'm done with this video. If you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on other social media, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. Check out the book I've written. Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. I'll leave a link in the description box. That whole book is me doing just that. Pitching that ball up, throwing it over the net, going on the other side, hitting it. I'm trying to do all these scenarios so I can explain it out to you. I was tired by the time I got done writing that book. Check it out. So I'm not just wasting my time. Help me help you. Stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayn. You have a good one.